Welcome to your Cricket Happening show with your host Ram today. Well, what we are going to look at is some cricket news, and then we are going to look at the current match which is being played. Right now, I'll just update you on the current score. There's a wicket fallen right now. Murli Vijay, who was looking well. In fact, Chennai Super Kings are the ones who are actually batting against Kochi Tuskers Kerala here at Kochi on April the 18th, 2011, the DLF Indian Premier League 2011 match. And right now, Murli Vijay has been dismissed. LBW bowled Tisra Pereira for 28 of 18 balls. He thrashed 6 fours in his score of 28. He was looking very good after Hussey was also dismissed earlier on by Singh for just 8 runs. So 2 wickets down. Chennai Super Kings 48 for 2 in the 8th over. Tisra Pereira got a ball which Vijay actually tried to flick it on the leg side, missed it, and he was ruled LBW by the umpire. So he is gone. Badrinath is coming right now. So Chennai Super Kings 48 for 2 in 7.3 overs. Actually, Chennai Super Kings in fact, Kochi Tuskers Kerala were the ones who actually won the toss, and they actually elected to field. And so Chennai Super Kings 48 for 2. Subramaniam Badrinath is into the center now, joining Suresh Raina. He's not out on 10 of 16 balls with 1 4. And I'll be giving an update and also keeping you abreast of that while doing this cricket show of mine. Well, the next thing that I would like to talk about is some news which is happening. It's a big news because Sri Lankan cricket was after the World Cup, after they lost into the finals against India in the World Cup, there were large-scale changes being done. The chairman of selectors, Arvinda De Silva, decided to say goodbye, and also the panel of selectors resigned before their contract could end. And then we had the captain Kumar Sangakkara saying that he won't be captaining anymore. And then we had Mahela Jayawardene giving up his vice captaincy. And the two persons who were actually touted to take up the Sri Lankan captaincy was one of Tilekratne Dilshan with his experience, and Angelo Matthews, I was told he was a real mature head, so he was also one of the contenders. But the nod went to Tilekratne Dilshan, the aggressive opening batsman from Sri Lanka, who gets a chance to not only lead Sri Lanka but to lead Sri Lanka in all formats of the game, and will also be leading Sri Lanka against in his first tour of England. And what a moment it would be for Tilekratne Dilshan. Okay, so wish Sri Lanka good luck under Tilekratne Dilshan's captaincy for sure. And then the other news that I have here is that Pakistan have landed in West Indies for the tour, and I think there's going to be a real a contest there because Pakistan also have loaded their team with youngsters. West Indies have also loaded their team with youngsters. So I'm sure we are going to have an interesting clash there in the Pakistan tour of West Indies. And Pakistan have never won in West Indies. So that will be something that Pakistan would like to really create some history there. Other than that, what I have is that the wicketkeeper Haider, as you will return, he has actually initially when he was on the tour of Australia, he went and he sought asylum in UK. So he has come back. He's returning back to Pakistan. And other than that, well, I don't have much to share. I will rather give some cricket commentary for you right now today. As Chennai Super Kings currently placed at 56 for 2 in 8.1 overs. The run rate 6.85. Suresh Raina is 17 not out of 19 balls with 2 fours. Badrinath has just taken a single, so he's off the mark. And as comes Pawar, bowls to Raina, and Raina will get 2 runs for this as the score moves on to 56. So we are waiting. So Chennai, Kochi Tuskers Kerala, one would remember they actually beat the Mumbai Indians in the previous match. So that is something that they would really take it for. And Vijay was absolutely furious. In fact, he hit RP Singh. RP Singh's figures of 3 overs, no maiden, none for 23 for RP Singh. Then we had Pawar bowled 1 over for 5 runs. Tisra Pereira has bowled 1 over for 10 runs. So that's the scene pretty much here. As in comes Pawar and bowls to Raina, and Raina has sent this into the fence for 4. What a shot from Raina. So Raina is looking good and he's carrying on the aggression irrespective of the match situation here in the ground here in Kochi. And Kochi Tuskers, as I said, they actually upset the image, so they can definitely be a very a big force to reckon with. And there has already been a statement made by the Kochi Tuskers Kerala, the coach Jeff Lawson, the former Australian fast bowler, and also once been once been the coach for the Pakistan cricket team too. So he has already made a statement saying that when this team can actually defeat Mumbai Indians, then they are definitely a big force to reckon with. And why not? I really agree with them with Brendan McCullum, Mahela Javed at top of the order. It really bodes well for them. And they also have Muthia Muralidharan in the ranks, Kochi Tuskers Kerala. Well, in the meanwhile, Suresh Raina has moved on to 22. He took one single here. He drove it to long on, and now Badrinath has also taken a single. Badrinath is a very busy type of player. He definitely has a lot of strokes. He really has those orthodox stroke making, and he really waits for the ball. He plays the ball late, and there's a lot of grace while Badrinath actually plays his strokes. So right now the score has moved on by 62 now. 63 for the loss of 2 wickets. The ninth over is in progress right now. Ramesh Pawar, the right arm offie, is bowling. He has figures of 1.5 overs, no maiden, 14 runs and no wicket. As in comes Pawar and bowls to Raina. Still there is no run. The score still stays at 63 for 2. And Thisara Pereira's 2 overs has been costly, but he caught the very prized wicket of Murali Vijay, because Murali Vijay was just thrashing the ball. 28 of just 24 delivery, 18 deliveries, 6 fours in that effort of 28. So that really gives you an indication as to how Murali Vijay really carved the bowling. Still waiting here. The score says 63 for 2. We are in the 9th over. Ramesh Pawar is the bowler. Well, other than that, I can say Suresh Raina, well, he's a very aggressive finally the 9th over has come to an end here. After 9 overs, Chennai Super Kings batting first against Kochi Tuskers Kerala after losing the toss are 65 for 2 after 9 overs, with Badrinath not out on 4 of as many balls, and Suresh Raina not out on 23 of as many balls, but with 3 boundaries. And the Chennai Super Kings current run rate, they are going at a clip of 7.22. Well, they can always go for the big one later, because they have a lot of good batting to come. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, a lot of good batsmen to come, but definitely the opening was very important. But I think Kochi Tuskers Kerala have definitely scored one victory over here by actually getting rid of the openers and having the slowly exposing the lower middle order, I would say. So the higher middle order, sorry. So in the meanwhile, we are still waiting as to who is going to bowl. I'm sure it should be Pereira, because Pereira has been a bit costly, but has to wait and see who is the bowler. The last over cost 11 runs from Ramesh Pawar. Suresh Raina and Badrinath picked up runs there. And well, there's a good pair at the crease. This pair can really consolidate and take it down to the 15th over. Then probably a 180, 190 score would be on the cards. Well, we are still waiting. As long as this YouTube broadcast goes, I can still keep doing the commentary, and still waiting for as to who is going to bowl now. Definitely it will be Badrinath, who actually two runs, so definitely Suresh Raina will be on strike. But well, dear cricket fans, unfortunately I'll have to leave you right now with the news from the centre here at Kochi on April the 18th, 2011 in the DLF Premier League 2011. It is the 18th match between Kochi Tuskers Kerala and Chennai Super Kings. Chennai Super Kings lost the toss, and well, they are currently placed at 65 for 2. Suresh Raina 23 of 22 balls, 3 fours, and Subramaniam Badrinath is not out on 4 of as many balls. Well, dear cricket fans, I have to leave you unfortunately. Thanks for your company. Thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. Keep watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram is always there with the Cricket Happening show, and I'm always conjuring up things to really please my listeners for sure. That's it for the Cricket Happening show for today. This is your host Ram signing off. I will try to give you a bulletin if at all before leaving for office, so that you know what exactly is the situation here at Kochi. Until then, it's bidding goodbye. Thank you.